Would you like to pick up from where we left off in our last session?
Sure.
I know that we discussed that you were having some family issues with feeling overwhelmed with school and taking care of your son, and you felt like you had no one helping you, and there was no support, and that you were having a lot of difficulties with the pressure that you have in your life. Is that right?
Yeah.
I would like to try a little exercise with you, if that's okay. Maybe think back to your early childhood, some early recollections that you have, something that stands out. Can you think of 2 or 3 things that really stand out to you from your childhood that are important? Some of your earliest memories.
I actually have one that just came into my mind.
Okay. I would like for you to describe it to me as if it's happening right now, as if you're experiencing it, the way that you're feeling, the way that what you're thinking in the moment. So please describe the story to me in the first person. So I see this, or I'm looking at this. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure. I'm going right now to the swimming pool. I'm on vacation right now, and I'm going with my family to the swimming pool, and my parents are next to me. And I'm a 4-year-old girl, and I'm there to learn how to swim. And I see like a big swimming pool, and my father gives me a tube that goes around me, and I start practicing, and then I get into the water. It's a nice weather, by the way, and I'm starting learning how to swim. And my father is next to me, and then he sees that I got the idea of swimming, and then I'm going like, the swimming pool is huge, probably compared to my size, and I'm getting into the middle of the swimming pool, and then I'm going back and forth like I'm learning. And then I just decided to stay in the middle of the swimming pool, but there's a huge distance between the middle and the beginning. I'm just getting excited of this learning experience, and I decided to stay and play in the middle. And then I started, I'm realizing that something is wrong, and my tube, just becomes weaker and weaker, and probably there was a hole in it, and just air comes out, and I am drowning. And then I turn around, and I don't see my father. I don't see anyone, of my family. I'm drowning. And then right now I'm under the water. I'm panicking, and I'm screaming for help, but nobody's there, and I'm under the water. And then I see this hand, some kind of hand, just pulling me out of the water, and then the next I see a face of the person that I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I'm in a swimming pool, or I get to a swimming pool, and I'm learning how to swim for the first time. And I look out into the water, and it's huge. And I'm in the pool with my dad, and I have the life rafter him, the tube, and you go out into the middle, and you're excited that I'm learning, and then I notice that something's wrong, and the tube starts to deflate. I start to go into the water. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I start to panic, to notice that no one is around me. Can you describe a little bit more about that feeling when you realized you were sinking and that you were drowning?
Oh, I'm panicking, and the water is just all over me, and it just, it's pressing on me, and I feel like the pressure, that I'm just going down, and probably I'm going to die or something.
Mm-hmm. And when you finally feel that hand reach out, I'm in the water, and I'm under, and I think that this is it, and I can't breathe, and I feel the pressure just pushing me further into the pool, and then I feel this hand reach out and grab me out of the water, right?
Yeah.
And pulls me out and I see the face, and it's a face I don't recognize. Now, how did that feel that you didn't know the person that grabbed you out?
Yeah, because I expected, to see my dad, but I don't see him, and I feel alone and left. Probably.
Now, maybe bringing the story back to the present day, can you describe something to me that's going on now, the issues that we described before about your family? Maybe there's one instance that you can recall for me, that you can describe to me, also as if it's happening right in this moment. Something significant.
The main issue is basically that, I have family and I have my family responsibilities and I have school and I have my son to take care of. So I have to kind of organize everything, and I have to do, for example, I have to do the exam and finish my paperwork or something, and I call my mom to help me with my son, but then she replies that she has other issues and she has her own life that she has to take care of and she can't help me, and then I try to find another person, and another person is my brother, and I ask him, like, if he can pick up my son from school and, sit with him, feed him, do something like to take care of him while I'll be doing my paperwork. And he's saying, that he has, like, his friends and he has to hang out and everything else. So then I call my dad, and my dad is at work and he can do this, and so I feel like that I'm again left alone. But then sometimes mom actually comes and, she's like trying to help.
Mm-hmm. So I'm feeling like I have a lot of schoolwork and that I need some help. And when I ask my mom, she can't do it. I ask my brother, he can't do it. I ask my father, he can't help me. And I'm feeling that they're not helping me. And so when you say, when you were just discussing your paperwork, what were you feeling when you had all this schoolwork to do?
I feel like overwhelmed. It's like a lot of pressure, stress, and.
Now, when you usually go to school and go to work, who takes care of your son?
Well, sometimes my mother picks him up.
Mm-hmm. And does your brother help with your son most of the time?
No, it's her, but sometimes when, she can do it, so he lets me.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's think back to that story that you told me when you were a child, and you're in the water and the tube starts to sink, and I'm feeling this overwhelming pressure washing over me, and then a hand reaches out and pulls me out of the water. Now, thinking now when you're overwhelmed and you're asking for help and no one's there to help you, do some of the same feelings come up, that you're in the water and you're being overwhelmed?
Yeah, I have this kind of feeling of, pressure and, like hard breathing, and I have like chest congestion,
Is that how you feel when you're overwhelmed?
Yeah, it's like I start breathing, more often.
Mm-hmm. So physically, there's a pressure on your chest, on your shoulders, and you don't have. When you ask your mother for help and your brother for help and your father for help, you feel like they're not there.
Yeah.
But you also described to me that a lot of the times your mother is there to help you, that she does offer to help you with your son, and your brother also picks him up sometimes, and your father helps you. Maybe some of the problems that the issue that you had when you were 8, or when you were 4 in the swimming pool, maybe that feeling of that you're looking around and no one's there, and now you're bringing that into your current situation where you're feeling very overwhelmed and you don't think that anyone's there. Do you feel like that maybe is something that you held on to?
Well, I've never thought about it, but maybe yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe in our next session, we can explore those feelings a little bit more about feeling overwhelmed and not feeling like somebody is there to help you. Can we go back to that maybe
Sure.
next session?
Yeah.
Okay.